Hey guys, my name is Zidan Ramadhan, and today I'm gonna present my project for Advanced Grammar. So for first session project here is language and structure. Uh, for the content we have overview of adjective and adverb, study of ing forms and infinites, and conclusion and reference, and also grammatical analysis and example. Okay, definition and overview of adjective and adverbs. Definition of function modify roles of adjective. Adjectives serve as specialized words that describe or modify nouns by providing details regarding a noun's quality, size, number, or physical state. Now, expressive function of adverb. Adverb act as modifier for verbs, adjective, or other verbs or other adverbs, effectively describing the manner, timing, location, and the extent to which specific action is performed. Now, enhancing sentence clarity. Both parts of speech are essential for adding precision to language, allowing speakers and writers to define the characteristic of objects and the nature of action clearly. Now, for the sentence positions and difference. Structural placement of adjective. Adjective typically occupy the attributive position directly before nouns or the predicative position following linking verbs. This specific placement allows them to modify nouns effectively, providing essential details regarding the quality, size, or states of the subject. Now, for the versatility of adverb positioning, unlike adjective, adverbs exhibit greater flexibility within sentence structures, appearing before or after verbs to describe the manner of an action. This mobility enables speakers um, enables speakers to emphasize different aspects of how, when, or when an activity occurs. Now, for distinctive linguistic function, the primary distinction lies in their modification. Targets adjective refine nouns to enhance vividness, whereas adverbs qualify verbs, adjective, or other adverbs. This functional separation ensure that either the entity or the action receive appropriate contextual details. Now, for the impact on grammatical meaning, adjective define characteristic of a noun, such as defining cat size, while adverbs provide critical information about the execution of an action. Understanding this difference is vital for maintaining clarity and professional rigor in linguistic communication. Now, grammatical analysis and sample. Functional roles in sentence construction. Adjective modify nouns by providing specific details like quality or size, while adverbs define verbs, adjective, or other adverbs to describe how, when, or where an action occurs. Comparative position strategies. Adjective typically occupy attributive positioning before nouns or predictable positions following linking verb, whereas adverbs demonstrate greater facility, appearing in various locations to emphasize the manner of timing of action. Structural analysis of original sample. In the sentence, the small cat sleep quietly. Adjective small defines the noun size while the adverb quietly modifies the verb to indicate specific manners of the action. Now, for the evidence from authentic linguistic source, academic texts demonstrate that this description like quick enhance the definites of nouns, while adverbs such as silently provide essential contextual information regarding the execution and states of a performed movement. Now, impact on communication clarity. Mastering the distinction between these modifiers allow for more precise language use, ensuring that the characteristic of subject and the nouns of action are communicate with professional and logical rigor. Now, linguistic explanation and source. Defining core functional roles. Adjective provide essential details regarding a noun's quality, size, or states, whereas adverb modify verbs, adjective, or other adverbs to describe the manner, timing, or extent of an action or characteristic. Syntactic position and versatility. Adjective typically occupy attributive position before nouns or predicative positions following linking verbs, while adverbs demonstrate greater flexibility, appearing in various locations within a sentence, provide necessary contextual information. Scholarly evidence from grammar texts. According to John Smith's Understanding English Grammar 2021, the descriptive words like quick, enhance, sentence, fitness by attributing specific characteristics to nouns, thereby refining the reader's conceptual understanding of the subject. Now, insight from linguist research. The Journal of Linguistic Studies 2023 highlight that adverbs like silently are crucial for executing precise communication, as they offer vital contextual data regarding how an action is performed across a given field. Structural impact on meaning. Grammatical analysis reveals that adjectives such as small or beautiful define the inherent properties of object, while adverbs like quietly or early shift the focus toward the operational sequence of the verb. Now, for grammatical and analysis example like this. Also this. And this, and also this. Okay. Now for the topic 2, error analysis presentation project outline. Okay. Contents is project introduction, analysis on here, like here. And now, project introduction, comprehensive analysis of linguistic accuracy. This project involved a detailed examination of grammatical errors within provided text segment, focusing on the identifying incorrect forms and implementing precise correction. The analysis ensures that all linguistic elements align with the standard English conventions and formal academic requirements. Systematic correction and rule application. Each identified error is systematically addressed by providing the underlying grammatical rules, such as those governing modifiers or determiners. This process clarifies why specific forms are incorrect and reinforces the application of rigorous linguistic principles. Demonstration of advanced grammatical proficiency by exploring complex areas like gerunds, infinitives, and prepositional collocations. The project aims to showcase a high level of language mastery. The ultimate objective is to foster effective to foster effective communication through the critical application of grammar. Okay, now for the analysis of adjective and adverb. Adjective and adverb error. Identify misused word forms. Adverbs like beautifully and clear are often incorrectly used to modify nouns or verbs. Adjective must describe nouns, while adverbs are required to modify verbs. Adjective or other adverbs to ensure grammatical accuracy. Now, rectify manner and intensity modifiers mistaken such as hardly or extreme difficult occur when the incorrect adverbial form is chosen. Using hard for manners and extremely for degree provides the necessary precision and adheres to formal linguistic standards. Correct comparative and superlative formations redundancy like most easiest or most thorough violate grammatical rules. Regarding degree, superlative and comparative forms of short adjectives should not be preceded by most or more to maintain concise and professional sentence structure. Now, clarify ambiguous comparisons and adverbial pairs place like friendlier than any campus. And any campus should be refined to more friendly for formal consistency. Additionally, prayer modified like quick and accurate must be transferred into quickly and accurately when describing manners of an action. Now, the corrected adjective paragraph like this: establish foundational modifier agreement. The correct text replaces beautifully placed with beautiful place, and behave bad with behave badly. Behave badly. This adjustment ensure that adjective properly qualify nouns and adverb accurately describe the behavior action of the students. Now, refine degree and intensity expression by removing redundant markers in the easiest course and taller than I am. The paragraph achieves structural clarity. Additionally, changing extreme to extremely before difficult correctly applies the adverbial form to modify an adjective. Okay. Enhance professional communication clarity. Updating phrases to explain the lesson clearly and answer questions quickly and accurately. Improve the logical flow. This correction demonstrates rigorous application of grammatical rules, resulting in the text that is both professional and easy to comprehend. Now, standardize formal comparative structure. Utilizing more friendly instead of friendlier in a comparative context aligns the paragraph with widely accepted academic writing standards. This ensures that the campus environment comparison remains clear, logical, and grammatically sound for the readers. Now, for the analysis of determiners and quantifier errors. Phonemic-based article selection. Errors often occur when choosing between A and N, specifically failing to recognizing that a university is correct because the word begins with the consonant sounds despite the vowel spelling. Countability and quantifier confusion, misusing much or few with countable nouns like books or money is like common mistake. Many and little should be used respectively to maintain grammatical accuracy. Agreement in number and plurality determined such as this, those, and every must match the plurality of their nouns, correcting errors like these students to the these students or every students to every student. Uncountable noun pluralization. Mistakes frequently involve adding s to a countable nouns such as feedbacks or advice, which should remain in their singular form, regardless of their quantifier used to describe them. Now, for the gerund. Now, for analysis of ing forms and infinitive, gerund and infinitive errors. Incorrect use of infinitive after gerund only verbs such as enjoy, avoid, and suggest were wrongly followed to infinitive like to read or to answer. This pattern require the ing form to maintain grammatical accuracy in formal academic context. Misapplication of gerund after infinitive governed verbs errors occur where the gerund were used after the verb like decides, hope, and promise. These specific verbs must be followed by infinitives such as to submit or to pass to reflect correct English syntax. In proper verb form following complex phrases, the phrase look forward to was incorrectly followed by a base verb instead the required gerund, recognizing that to function as a preposition here is an essential for selecting the correct ing form meeting. Confusing in verb-object complement patterns. The original text highlighting errors were encouraged was followed by a gerund in professional writing. These verb patterns require an object followed by a to infinitive, necessitating the correction from studying to study. Now for the correct verb form paragraph. Achieving grammatical precision through gerund selection, the final text correctly used reading, answering, and improving the after the specific verbs. This ensures the paragraph address the linguistic rules governing verbs that must be followed by the ing forms for clarity. For standardizing formal writing with to infinitive by replacing gerund with infinitive after decided, hope, and promise. The paragraph meets academic standards. These corrections, such as to submit and to finish, provide the logical flow expected in professional communication. Refinement of speaking and research description. The correct paragraph accurately utilize gerund after practice and discuss this modification. Ensure that description of daily student activities and research texts are presented using the grammatically appropriate verbal nouns. Finalizing structural integrity in complex expression. The correct version ensure that look forward to is appropriately paired with the gerund meeting. This adjustment demonstrates sophisticated understanding of prepositional phrase and impact of subsequent verb forms. Now, for analysis of prepositional combination. Preposition usage error justify adjective preposition mismatch. The analysis identifies that adjective like interest and responsible are frequently paired with incorrect prepositions such as on or instead of the grammatical required in and for. Eliminate redundant prepositional place. Certain verbs like discuss are often mistakenly followed by about the project. Emphasize that these verbs should directly introduce the object to avoid unnecessary and incorrect prepositional usage. Standardized skills and precipitation expression. Common errors like good in or precipitate on are corrected to good at and participate in to align with professional standard for describing proficiency and informant. Align nouns and verbs with correct complements. The study addressed errors in nouns preposition pairing such as the man of and verb preposition pairings like depends of substituting them with the logical counterparts for and on. Okay, now for project conclusion, synthesis, error, analysis, finding. The project systematically identified and correct critical grammatical lapses across 4 categories, including modified usage, determiners, forms, and preposition. This process successfully demonstrates how specific code violations such as confusing drones with infinites can obscure intended academic meaning, highlight the importance of grammar mastery. Proficiency in grammatical principles serve as the backbone of professional academic communication, ensuring clarity and precision in research and reporting. Mastering these rules prevent the ambiguity that arises from incorrect adjective or adverbs, placement, or improper professional links, foster linguistic critical thinking. Engaging in detailed error analysis encourages students to look beyond surface level learning and understand the underlying logic of language structure. This critical approach enables learners to evaluate their own work rigorously, promoting a more sophisticated and accurate application of English. Enhance effective communication skills by correcting errors in real-world contexts such as laboratory reports or academic seminars. This project bridges the gap between theoretical knowledge and practical usage. These refinements are essential for achieving professional standards and facilitating smooth information exchange in global academic and environment. Now for the correct grammar is right here, and also this. Alright, that's all for today, and thank you very much.